this out the way so you can see the crock pot. All right. Crockpot Mexican chicken. Crockpot Mexican chicken. All right. So that's what we're making tonight. And if you come on, say hi. Say hi. Comment hashtag replay if you're watching the replay so I can see how many people watch it after I post it. All right. All righty. So let's see here. Let's put Cash App on Facebook. I'll try to get it on here after I post it on YouTube. I said that last time and I forgot to do it, but I'm going to try to do it this time, okay? Give me 1 second here. We go YouTube. All right, Facebook. No, that's not it. Okay. There's the Amazon wish list on Facebook. The star comment is pinned, so my comments will work well. I'm going to go ahead and pin the Cash App. Okay, so you'll see the star comment in the comments, and I think the subscribe one too. All right. All right. So the chicken is in water. I'm going to release the water because I forgot I was going to have crock pot. So I let it sit out for a little while. I'm going to do the crock pot on high. Okay. I was going to do it on low, but I'm going to do it on high. Okay. So if I do it, I wanted to get it done by 2, but it probably will get done like 2:15 probably because I'm late coming on here. 6 o'clock was going to be the 4-hour mark, so it'll be 6:15 or 6 whatever time I get this started. So if it's 2:15, it's 6:15. So, but it tells me at the 3-hour mark when it's 3 hours done to shred the chicken and then let it cook the last hour. So I'll do that. So by the time I come back, the chicken will have been shredded. Okay. Alrighty. So. Alrighty. So I've got my husband's phone. All right. We're going to turn the volume down so you don't hear it too much. Okay. So the first thing she does is she puts in, because we're going to need, let me tell you what it says. 2 cans of Rotel. Okay? 2 cans. I did the mild. Yeah, one is rolled gold because I couldn't find this one. But you can use the spicy one if you want. Okay? Then we're going to have 1 can of corn, 1 can of black beans. It's Goya. It's just the regular black beans. It just says 90 because the 90 years. But I couldn't find the less sodium. I tried. Okay, so we're going to put that. I might put 2 of each. I don't know yet. I'll have to see how it looks because it says 1 pound of chicken breast, 1 pound. And I've got 3 chicken breasts. I got a big one, a medium one, I think a small one, I think. So, yeah, it's probably more than 1 pound. So I'll see how it looks once I pour in the 1 can of corn and black beans. And if I need a second can, I'll put it in. Same with you guys. You can decide. Okay? But according to the recipe, it just called for one can of each, 2 cans of Rotel, and taco seasoning. So the first thing it wants is 1 can. I'm going to open it. Okay. It wants 1 can of Rotel. I didn't drain it, okay? There's not much juice in there anyways. Okay, 1 can of Rotel and then the chicken. Okay? So what I'm going to do is you're going to hear the water running. I'm going to turn my water on so it could become hot. So after I put the chicken in, I can wash my hands. So I'm putting the water on because I'm going to end up touching this chicken. And it's still, yes, it's still frozen. Not 100%. A good amount, but hopefully. Okay. Hopefully at the 3-hour mark when it says to shred the chicken, I can tell if it'll be good. Okay. So I'm going to put the chicken in there. And I spread the rotel across the bottom of the crock pot, okay? Yeah, see? I don't know, that's the big one. We got 3 of them, okay. So we got 3 chickens, okay. There we go. All right, so I'm going to wash my hands. Okay, so I washed my hands. Okay, I got the first can of rotel on the bottom, and then the chicken. Okay, so let's see what's next. Okay, so she put the next thing she put is the taco seasoning right over the chicken. Now, if you want to add other seasonings, you can, which I am going to add one other seasoning just to add a little spark to it, which will be this garlic and onion powder and black pepper and sea salt. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit to it. Okay, if you want to add something else to it, you can. Okay, all right, that's it. Now you're going to add this. It doesn't say how much, but you can just add whatever you want. Okay, just okay. There we go. Okay. All right, so there we go. Then the can of black beans and corn. No, sorry guys. The corn I just used the lid to drain it, but the black beans I put in here for 2 reasons. One, because there's not that lid that you use can opener. It's just popped up, and that's harder to do it. Plus, you want to drain it and rinse it with cold water. Drain it and rinse it with cold water. Okay? Unless a recipe tells you to keep the juices of the black beans, you always drain it and rinse it with cold water to get all that. The liquid that's in there is kind of like a gooey. I don't know how to explain it, but if y'all have had black beans, y'all know. Okay, and it doesn't matter the brand of black beans you use. She's using Bush's. I'm using Goya. I always use Goya. You can use the store brand. You can use whatever. Okay. So we are going to open the corn. Okay. So there we go. And I'm going to strain the corn. Just pushing the lid down. Okay, now let me turn on the water and turn it cold so I can rinse the black beans because it was hot because I washed my hands. Okay, guys? So we're going to pour the corn in here. Just pour it all around. Same thing with the black beans once I rinse them. And just keep rinsing them until it runs clear. Okay? Just give it a shake if it's if you have one of these little things. Because you don't need a big one with the big holes. Because we don't want the black beans to fall through the holes, okay? So you can have those metal mesh ones, or you can have the plastic one like I do. Okay? Sorry guys, I was trying to get some corn out that was in the strainer. All right, so let's see. Okay, we did that. Now let's see what's next after the black beans.
Everything in there. You've got protein, you've got fiber, you got another can of tomatoes with chili.
Another can of Rotel. Okay, she put some jalapenos, a little can, but she puts a little can of jalapenos. I forgot to mention that, but I'm not adding that. So, and then another can of Rotel. You do not have to drain it. Okay. Then we're going to top it off with a little more taco seasoning. So, on the top, as much as you like. Okay. As much as you like.
Healthy dose right on top. Now, this is delicious and healthy and probably the easiest meal you've ever made. That's it. You just dump everything in. You turn it on high. We're going to cook this for 4 hours on high.
Okay.
Or you can do 6 to 8 on low. And then you're going to see some beautiful shredded Mexican chicken. So this has been cooking for about 3 hours. I've got 1 more hour left, but I'm going to go ahead and we're going to shred the chicken now.
So it's on low for 6 to 8 or high for 4 hours. But most likely the chicken is usually ready at 6 hours. Okay? Always an hour before it's done, shred the chicken and then let it cook another hour. Okay? So at 3 hours, I'm going to come here, check it, and shred the chicken. Now, if it's not done enough, then for me to shred it, then I'm going to let it cook to the 4 hour mark and then shred it and then cook another hour. So I may be an hour behind. But I would let you guys know that. And the only reason I'm thinking that would happen is because of the chicken being a little frozen, but we'll see. Now, she just put the lid on it. She didn't stir it. She didn't do anything. All right, we're at 14 minutes, so this is going to be a short one, okay? YouTube, I'm going to go back and put part 1 because I forgot to put that, but on Facebook I did, okay? Guys, so I'm going to get, sorry, there's a lot of stuff that's still wet in the dishwasher. So I'm just getting stuff out of the dishwasher. Okay. Now, instead of using this, which I was, I'm going to go ahead and use this. Okay? Now, see, I have a match. This came separate, ice cream thing, but these two, I think they came together. But, yeah, it's Pioneer Woman stuff. But anyways, Okay, I'm going to stir it with this one because if there'll probably be some liquid in there. And because we're going to use tortillas at the end. Okay, we're going to put it in a tortilla and then we're going to top it with cheese, right away so the cheese will melt. And then if you want to top it with anything else, you can top it with whatever you want. You can put some hot sauce on there. You can put some salsa on there, some taco sauce. Um, Sorry, that's my husband's. You can put some sour cream, which I'm going to put some sour cream. You can put a little bit of diced up tomatoes, which the Rotel has tomatoes, but I might just because I got like a half a tomato left over from when I did burger night. Okay. So you really can't like stir it up real good because you got the whole chickens on the bottom, but I'm just going to mix it up a little bit. Okay. She didn't do that, but I want to. So, it's just getting, okay. Just mixing the stuff on top, okay? Okay? It smells good. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm trying to decide if I need a second can of corn and black beans because I used 3 big chicken breasts. I don't know if that's more than 1 pound. I think it is. Sorry, guys. My foot is itchy. Or the top of my foot. Just scratching it with my sock. But anyway, so when I saw her do it, she had 4 pieces of chicken in there, and they looked like the size of a chicken thigh. So it might have been, but it might have been chicken breast too. So I don't know. Okay, so I'm just trying to decide. Once this is all shredded. Now also you want to check and make sure it doesn't get too dry. It shouldn't because there's liquid already in here that's covering a little bit of the chicken, and I think that may be from the Rotel because I drained everything else. So since I mixed up the taco seasoning, this is my choice. Since I mixed up the taco seasoning, I'm just going to put a tiny bit more on top. Okay, and I'm going to leave that there. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Okay. Oh, I was about to call my son in here and ask him, does he think that's enough black beans and corn? But I forgot he's not here. I forgot he went out. Nah, yeah, I think I'll put another can of black beans and corn. That'll have me out of corn. So I've got to, okay. So, alrighty. Okay. You can decide on your own if you think you need to add a second can. That's up to you. And that also depends on how much chicken you add, okay? That depends on how much chicken you add too, okay? Alrighty. Let's rinse it. Okay. Just give the strainer thing a shake to get all the excess liquid out. and then quickly bring it over. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's get this a little mixed up in here. I was gonna say, if you wanted to, you could put a third can of Rotel just because you put an extra can of corn and black beans. But I don't have any more Rotel, so that'll work. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this since I added more corn and black beans. I'm just gonna add this on top of the ones I added. Okay. All right. So we got that. Let's get that a little mixed in, just a little bit. Okay. So now let's put the lid on, and we're going to put it on high for 4 hours. Okay, high for 4 hours. Okay. And at the 3-hour mark, y'all won't be able, you won't see it, but I'll shred the chicken so when I come back, the chicken will already be shredded. Okay. Alrighty. So let's turn it on. It's on high. It's on 4 hours. So we got 2:15, 2:16. 6:16 will be about 4 hours. So I'll come back about 4:15, 6:15, or 6 o'clock, 15 minutes ahead, so I can show you. We could talk and you know. But at 5:15, I'll come over here and check the chicken and shred it up, okay? And then let it cook for another hour, okay? All right, so it's doing its thing. Let me show you what it looks like. See? All mixed up. You can't see the chicken because it's underneath, but it's all mixed up. This is quick and easy. As you see, I'm done and already turned it on, so it's been about 20 minutes. It can take 15 to 20 minutes. There you go, Facebook. You can see that. Can't see the chicken because it's buried, but you can see all the stuff, okay? But yeah, 15 to 20 minutes just to mix everything. If you're not talking, you could do it pretty quick because all you're going to do is dump in a can of Rotel, put the chicken in, put the corn, black beans, no, before you put the corn and black beans, once you put the Rotel in and the chicken, then you're going to sprinkle the chicken with the taco seasoning. Then you're going to put the corn, the black beans, the other second can of Rotel, the jalapenos, little can of jalapenos if you want that little can. Okay, you can put them in. Then you're going to sprinkle it with some more taco seasoning. Then you're going to put the lid on and set it for high or low, whichever one you want to do it. High for 4 hours, low for 6 to 8. But most of the time, my chicken's done at 6 hours. But an hour before, shred your chicken and then let it cook for the last hour. Okay? And if you want to mix up the corn and Rotel and all that a little bit, you can. And if you want to put an extra can of corn or black beans, you can do that too. It's up to you. Okay, and if you want to put an extra can of Rotel, you can do that too. Because if you put an extra can of corn and beans, I think it's better to put an extra can of Rotel. But I didn't have the extra can, so we'll be okay with 2 cans. All right, and whatever chicken you can put in here, okay? Alrighty, so I'm gonna let this go, and I will be back around 6:15. Now, if the chicken's not done enough for me to shred it up at 5:15, then I'll let you guys know that I may come on a little later. But that's just maybe. So for right now, just expect about 6:15. Okay? Alrighty. So hopefully I'll see you guys later. And hopefully you guys will have seen this as a replay since if you're not on here now. All right. Let's see. Anybody? Nope, nobody has come on here. I didn't expect because it's only 2:20. So, but I will talk to you guys later. You have a good rest of your day if I don't see you later on the part 2 live. You have a good rest of your afternoon and evening. I love you guys. Stay positive. Keep working on your goals and yourself. And I'll see you guys later. All right? Bye, Facebook, and bye, YouTube. Hold on, guys. I got a few people coming on YouTube. Hi, Jazzin. If that's how you say your name. I can't really say it. Hi, Jazzin. Hi, Tripod God. I think that's how you say it. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on. I just finished this up. So I was about to turn it off. All right, the message that says it's held for review, I'm going to look at it and then I'm going to block it again because I just want to see it, but I don't need just a bunch of letters and numbers. So I don't know, but I'm going to hide it back. All right, so yeah. So I'm just let you guys know on YouTube, since I had 2 people come on that were making Crockpot Mexican chicken. I used 2 cans of Rotel, pound of chicken breast, or however many you want to use, 1 can of corn, 1 can of black beans, 2 cans of corn, and 2 cans of black beans. It says 1, but if you think you want more because you added more chicken than a pound, then you can do that. All right? I was going to add a 3rd can of Rotel, but I didn't have a 3rd can. I was only going to add the 3rd can because I added a 2nd can of corn and black beans, but I didn't have it. But it's okay. Now, Rotel, you can use the mild, the medium, the regular, whatever you want. Okay? All right? So just once you put 1 can of Rotel in, spread it across the bottom, put your chicken on, season it with taco seasoning. I put a little bit of this. It's garlic powder and onion powder, black salt, and black pepper and sea salt. I just because I wanted to. It didn't say to. Then I put the taco seasoning. Then you put the corn, the black beans, a small can of jalapenos if you want to. You don't have to. I didn't. All right. And then add your 2nd can of Rotel. And if you're putting in a 3rd can, go ahead and add your 3rd can, or you can put 1.5 cans on the bottom and then 1.5 cans on top if you want to do it that way. Okay? But put that on and then add a little bit more taco seasoning on top. Now, the taco seasoning on your chicken and on top is all to your liking, so however much you want. Just put some more on top. Now, you can stir everything together. Well, you won't be able to stir the chicken because it's whole chicken, but just mix it up and put the lid on. If you don't want to do that, then you don't have to. In the video I saw, she didn't. She just put the lid on. So you don't have to mix it up if you don't want to. Put the lid on and put it for 4 hours on high, or you can do 6 to 8 on low. Usually my chicken is usually done and falling apart at 6 hours. But I guess it all depends on crock pot. Okay? And you can use any brand of corn, black beans, whatever. Okay? And if you don't want to use chicken breast, you can use chicken thighs. Or you can use a bunch of chicken, what do you call them? Alvin, what do you call it? Not chicken breast, but chicken.
Thighs,
No.
tenderloins.
Yeah. Chicken tenderloins. If you want to use that, you'll use a little bit more, but you can use those as well. Okay? And 1 hour, if you're doing it for 4 hours, at the 3 hour mark, and if you're doing it for 6 to 8 on low, after like chicken at the 5 hour mark because most of the time chicken is done at 6. Shred your chicken, mix it up in there, and you can shred your chicken however you want. You can just put the forks down in there and shred it inside, or you can take it out, put it in a bowl. You can use a hand mixer or forks to shred it, then pour it back in there, whatever you want to do. But once you shred it, mix it all up, close the lid on it, and cook it for another hour. Okay, for the last hour. That's why if it's high for 4, you're going to shred the chicken at 3. Okay, I'll let you know if I'll be a little later because my chicken was partially frozen. So if it takes a little, I'll know at 3 hours if it's good enough to shred. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know, the ones who just came on. Hi Logan, how are you doing? How are you doing? How is your day going? What are you guys having for dinner? Comment below what you're having for dinner. All right. And if you can share this, please share. Please share, share, share. Share this. If you can share it from YouTube, it'd be appreciated. And Facebook, please share this. Please share, share, share. Because I will be sharing it to my second page as well. All right. So I'm going to get off here. And I already did some of my ending, but a few of you came on YouTube. So I just wanted to say hi and let y'all know how this was done. Okay. So I appreciate anyone who came on. I appreciate you all for coming on. I appreciate anybody who will come watch the replay later. Just comment #replay. Stay positive. Work on your goals. Work on yourself. And just be positive and share, share, share. All right? And if I don't see you later, have a good rest of your afternoon and evening. Hopefully I'll see you guys back later around 6 o'clock, 6:15. Okay? So we could see the ending of this and how I put it together with my tortilla. Okay? So hope to see you guys later and hope to see new people. All right? And hope some of you who come on later will have already seen this replay. All right? So I'll talk to you guys later and I'll see you later. Have a good day. Bye, YouTube. Bye, Facebook. Love you guys. Hi, Alasso Man Finke. I think I said your name correct. I'm cooking Crockpot Mexican chicken. Crockpot Mexican chicken. Okay? And I just ended this video, so I'm about to turn it off. If you would like a lasso manfiki, if I'm saying your name correct, I hope I am. If you'd like to see what the ingredients are and the steps of what I put in here and everything, go ahead back to the beginning and watch the video again. It's only 30 minutes, but at the beginning, it goes only about 15, 20 minutes when I tell you. It just went a little longer because like 2 or 3 people came on and I repeated all the steps, but I'm not going to do that again. But yeah, it's Crockpot Mexican chicken. All right? Y'all can go back and watch the beginning if you came on late and need to see the ingredients and the steps on how to make it. All right, and I'll be back on around 6 or 6:15 for part 2 to finish up the crock pot and put it together with my tortillas. All right, talk to you later. Bye, guys.